Hi everyone, welcome to our second presentation on HDR supervisor notes, and this time I just want to tell you a little bit about supervision panels for HDR students, Masters and PhD students by research. As previously mentioned, you can find quite a bit of information about the various ins and outs and administrative processes around supervision of students at the Research Degree Supervisors page. That's the website there, and you can following that URL, you can find quite a raft of information under a number of these categories. And today I just want to very briefly tell you about this section here under supervisor criteria. You can find that information, but you can find it in a few more different places, but I'll just walk you through a couple of things just quickly. Everyone would be aware that we supervise research degree students in panels or supervision panels, and these panels have to comprise at least 3 individuals. Now, you don't have to have Alec Guinness, but you need to have at least 3 people. Now, 2 of these people need to be UniSA staff members, and you need at least 1 additional one, and that person can be from UniSA or from outside of the institution. And many of our students only have 2 supervisors, so we're still through developing the processes to make sure that everyone has at least 3 supervisors. And this push for supervisory panels is consistent with the university's move to the transformed PhD, so that panel supervision model is something that we're doing. Now, a supervision panel needs to be comprised of 3 of the following. Okay, so you need to have a principal supervisor, and this is mandatory. That's that one person who takes the overall carriage and responsibility for the project and is the lead contact point for the student. You have to have 1 or more co-supervisors or associate supervisors from the student's discipline area. So there should be at least 2 people on the panel which actually have some reasonable content discipline knowledge. And then you need to have at least someone else. Now, this could be another co-supervisor or associate supervisor from another discipline, or it could be 1 or more advisors who are what we would call end users. And this might be someone in industry, in government, some sort of even a community body, someone who's an end user of the research potentially. And really who this is depends on the particular project and will vary from student to student. So you need to have 3 of these people. You need to have a principal, and you need to have at least 1 co-supervisor. And these other people are, you mix and match according to the needs of the project. And you can have more than 3 supervisors on a panel. There are 3 types of supervisor: the principal supervisor, the co-supervisor, and the associate supervisor. Now, you have to have a principal and you have to have at least 1 co-supervisor. You don't have to have an associate supervisor if you've got, say, 2 co-supervisors. So a co-supervisor, what they are is essentially an academic staff member, or they're an adjunct. So an adjunct member of staff is someone not employed by the university but who has an official staff status, and they can be a principal or a co-supervisor. So these people, though, to be eligible on the register of research degree supervisors, have to have a doctoral degree by research and have undertaken supervising at UniSA, and they have to actually be an academic staff member with at least a 12-month contract. So that's to be eligible to be a co-supervisor. Now, if you want to be a principal supervisor, or someone wants to be, they have to satisfy the criteria for a co-supervisor, plus they have to have supervised at least 1 research degree student to completion in the last 5 years. And what this means is that there may be a situation where someone is a principal supervisor and is eligible to be that, but then after a while, if they haven't graduated any students, then they won't be eligible. Now, that won't affect the current students being supervised. If that happens, the relationships and the arrangements are maintained until that student finishes, but it applies to when new students are recruited on. So that's the criteria to be a principal supervisor. You have to be an academic staff member, have undertaken supervising UniSA, and be research active and have completed a student. Co-supervisors, and that's often a role for maybe early degree researchers, less senior staff as they develop up their supervisory experience. So that's just a little quick snapshot about supervisory panels, the different types of supervisors and the makeup of those panels. And you can find more information on the web, or you can contact myself or research degree coordinators for further information about how to ensure you've got the right supervisory panel makeup for each of your research degree students.